Hello my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine and safe at your homes, right? So students, this is our 7th video lecture of EVS, chapter number 4, solids, liquids and gases, right? So as we all know that we have completed our explanation part and the exercises, half exercises part of this chapter, right? So today we are going to start the question answer part and we will also do the remaining exercises of this chapter. Okay, now let's start the question answer round. Okay, so the first question is, what is matter? What is matter? Name the 3 states of matter. What is matter and name the 3 states of matter? So the answer is, any substances that has mass and occupy space is called matter. Any substance that has mass and occupy space is called matter. The 3 states of matter are solid, liquid and gases. Right? So first of all, what is matter? तो मैटर मीन्स वॉट, जिस सब्सटेंसेस का मास होता है, मास मीन्स वॉट, वेट, राइट. तो जो भी सब्सटेंस का वेट है और जो स्पेस को ऑक्यूपाई करता है उसको हम कहते हैं मैटर. मैटर मीन्स ऑल द थिंग्स, राइट, दैट हैज मास एंड ऑक्यूपाई स्पेस, इट्स कॉल्ड मैटर. एंड देयर आर 3 states of matter. They are solid, liquid and gases. Okay. Then the second question, differentiate between solids, liquid and gases in terms of their particles. Differentiate between solids, liquids and gases in terms of their particles. So, we have to make a column, we have to make a table, right? 3 columns, and in the solid things, the particles are packed close to each other. The particles are packed close to each other in the solid things, and in the liquid things, the particles are not very closely packed, and in the gases, the particles are very loosely packed. So students, in the solid things, the particles are very close to each other. That is why the solid things have defined shape and size, because the particles in the solid things are packed very close to each other. Then comes liquid. So the particles are not very closely packed. In the liquid things, particles are not very closely packed, and in the gases, the particles are very loosely packed. That is why liquids and gases things does not have defined shape and size, because in the liquids the particles are not very closely packed, and in the gases the particles are very loosely packed. Okay, so in this question you have to make a table and then write down all the difference between these 3. Now question number 3, define the following. First one, melting, second one, condensation, and the third one is evaporation. So students, in this question we have to write down the definition of this 3. Okay, so the first process is melting. So the process by which a solid changes into a liquid. So what is melting? The process by which a solid changes into a liquid. एक ऐसे process जहाँ पे solid जो है वो liquid में change होता है. Now for example, when we take out the ice cubes from the freezer, right, and we will take out for some time, then what will happen? The ice cube will be melt, right, and it will turns into the liquid. So this example is called melting. This process is called मेल्टिंग. जब हम आइस क्यूब्स को फ्रीज़र से निकालते हैं और थोड़ी देर रखते हैं रूम टेम्परेचर पर, देन आइस क्यूब्स जो है वो मेल्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा और वो मेल्ट होकर लिक्विड में चेंज होगा. तो इस प्रोसेस को हम कहते हैं मेल्टिंग. द प्रोसेस बाय विच अ सॉलिड चेंजेस इनटू अ लिक्विड. देन द सेकंड वन इज कंडेंसेशन. सो व्हाट इज कंडेंसेशन? द प्रोसेस बाय विच अ गैस चेंजेस इनटू लिक्विड ऑन कूलिंग. द प्रोसेस बाय विच अ गैस चेंजेस इनटू लिक्विड ऑन कूलिंग. एक ऐसे प्रोसेस जहाँ पे गैस जो है वो लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाता है कूलिंग पे, राइट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हेन वी हीटेड द लिक्विड थिंग्स, राइट, व्हेन वी गिव हीट टू द लिक्विड थिंग्स, इट विल टर्न्स इनटू water vapor. When we cool down that water vapor, it will changes into liquid again, right? जो water vapor जो होता है, जब हम उसको cool होने देते हैं तो जो water vapor है वो change होके liquid बन जाएगा, right? The water vapor changes into liquid. This called condensation. So the process by which a gas changes into liquid on cooling is called condensation. Then the third one is evaporation. So what is evaporation? The process by which liquid changes into vapor. The process by which liquid changes into vapor. This is called evaporation. For example, when we give the heat to the water, then the water changes into water vapor. This means the liquid changes into gas, right? The process by which liquid changes into vapor. That means gas. This process is called evaporation. So here are the three processes. The three definition of this thing. Melting, the process by which a solid changes into a liquid. Condensation, the process by which a gas changes into liquid on cooling. And third one is evaporation, so the process by which liquid changes into vapor. Okay. Then comes the question number 4. With the help of an example, describe solute, solvent and solution. So this is a very easy question, right? So we have to give one example and then describe the solute, solvent and solution. So the answer is, first point, we can add sugar to warm milk. We can add sugar to warm milk. हमें क्या करना है? शुगर को warm milk में mix करना है. Then in this, milk is the solvent and sugar is the solute. When we add sugar to the warm milk, it will becomes the sweet milk, right? So in this, the milk is solvent and sugar is solute. Now solute means what? Solute जो है वो dissolve होता है, right? Solute things that can dissolve. So sugar जो होता है वो dissolve हो जाता है किसमें? लिक्विड में, दैट मीन्स मिल्क में. शुगर जो है वो मिल्क में डिज़ोल्व हो गया तो मिल्क क्या हुआ? सॉल्वेंट. बिकॉज सॉल्वेंट जो है वो सॉल्यूट को डिज़ोल्व करता है. सो इन दिस स्वीट मिल्क इज द सॉल्वेंट एंड शुगर इज द सॉल्यूट एंड द स्वीट मिल्क इज अ सॉल्यूशन. When solvent and solute they both comes together, they form a solution. So when we add sugar to warm milk, in this milk is the solvent and sugar is the solute. And in last, sweet milk is a solution, right? Milk is solvent and sugar is solute because sugar dissolves in the milk, right? And they both, when they both comes together, they form a solution. That means sweet milk is a solution. Okay. Then comes the question number 5. Differentiate between soluble and insoluble substances. Differentiate between soluble and insoluble substances. So, soluble substances are those substances that dissolve completely in a solvent to form a solution. Soluble substances are those substances that dissolve completely in a solvent to form a solution. तो soluble substances किसे कहते हैं? Now soluble substances means what? That those substances जो solvent में completely dissolve हो जाते हैं, right? जो substances completely water में dissolve हो जाते हैं उसको हम कहते हैं soluble substances. Now for example, salt and sugar are soluble in water. So salt and sugar जो है वो water में बहुत अच्छी तरीके से dissolve हो जाते हैं. That is why salt and sugar are soluble substances, right? Then comes the insoluble substances. So the insoluble substances are those substances that do not dissolve completely in a solvent. Is called insoluble substances. For example, sand and chalk are insoluble in water. So students, जो substances solvent में completely dissolve नहीं होता उनको हम कहते हैं insoluble substances. For example, sand and chalk. In short, the substances that dissolve completely in a solvent, it is called soluble substances, and the substances that do not dissolve completely in a solvent is called insoluble substances. Salt and sugar are the examples of soluble substances, and sand and chalk are the examples of insoluble substances. Okay. Then our last question. Question number 6. How does filtration have to remove insoluble substances? How does filtration have to remove insoluble substances? जो filtration process है वो insoluble substances को कैसे remove करता है? So we have to write down this process. So the answer is, in filtration, a solution containing insoluble substances passes through a filter paper, right? So in the filtration, a solution containing insoluble substances is passed through a filter paper. तो filtration में क्या होता है, जो solution है, right? So solution ने insoluble substances को contain किया हुआ होता है. When this insoluble substance is passing through a filter paper, on doing so the liquid passes through the filter paper while the insoluble substances get retained on the filter paper. तो filtration process में क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स, जब हम जो solution है, right, जिसमें insoluble substances mix है, जब हम वो liquid को pour करते हैं into the phenyl, right, on the filter paper, जब हम filter paper के ऊपर उसको pour करते हैं solution को, then what will happen, जो insoluble substances है they get retained on the filter paper, right. insoluble substances वहीं पे stop हो जाएंगे because of the filter paper and will get the clear water or clear liquid. So the insoluble substances can stopped by the filter paper. Okay, so here our all 6 questions are done. Now we will doing our remaining exercises. Okay, and please write down all this question in your friend notebook of EPS. Okay, so students, now we are going to start our remaining exercises of this chapter. Okay, so let's start. Now question B, name what you would get in the following. Name what you would get in the following, right? So they given us one sentence and we have to given the name, right, that is suitable to it. Now the question number 1, when you take out an ice cube from a freezer and leave it in a normal room. When you take out an ice cube from a freezer and leave it in a normal room. So what name would you like to give it? Yes, it is water, right? Now when you take out the ice cubes from the water and when we leave it in a room temperature, so the ice cubes will melt, right, and it will turn into water. So write down water. Then question number 2, when you heat a liquid for some time. When you heat a liquid for some time, then what will happen? So when we heat a liquid for some time, it will changes into vapor, right? When we heat a liquid for some time, it will change into vapor. Then question number 3, if you fill water in an ice tray, if you fill water in an ice tray and keep it in the freezer. If you fill water in an ice tray and keep it in the freezer, then it will change into ice, right? जब हम वाटर को आइस ट्रे में जब हम फिल करते हैं और फ्रीजर में रखते हैं, then what will happen? Liquid will changes into ice cubes, right? So it will change into ice. Then question number 4, when sugar is added to water. When sugar is added to water, it is solution, right? When sugar is added to water, it becomes solution. In this, sugar is solute and water is solvent. When solute and sugar, they comes together, they form a solution. Then question number 5, when salt is added to water. When salt is added to water. So this is also become the solution, right? Now in this salt is solute and water is solvent, right? Solute dissolves and solvent is called what? Solvent is the things that dissolve the solute. ठीक है, जो solute होता है वो dissolve होता है and solvent solute को dissolve करता है. When solute and solvent comes together, they form a solution. So answer is also a solution. Fine. Now we'll move on to the next part. Let's recall, right? Recall and complete the concept map given below. So they given us one map and we have to complete it. Okay? So the state of matter and changes of states. State of matter and change of states. So as we all know that there are 3 main states of matter and there are solid, liquid and gas, right? These 3 are the states of matter. Now when the solid will melt, it will turn into liquid, right? When the solid thing will melt, it will turns into liquid. And when liquid turns into solid on cooling, it's called solidification. जब सॉलिड जो है, सॉलिड कोई भी थिंग जो होती है, जो वो मेल्ट होती है, तब वो लिक्विड में चेंज होती है. और लिक्विड थिंग्स जो है वो कूल होने पर सॉलिड थिंग में चेंज होती है. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड solidification, right? For example, now when we take out the ice cubes from the freezer, right, and we'll keep it into a room temperature, then what will happen? The ice cube will be melt, right, and turn it into the liquid. So when solid turns into the liquid on the heating, it's called melting. And when liquid changes into solid on cooling is called solidification. For example, जो आइस ट्रे होती है, अगर हम उसको वाटर फिल करके हम फ्रीज़र में जब रखते हैं, then what will happen? Yes, the water will changes into ice cubes. So this process is called solidification. When solid changes into liquid on heating is called melting. And when liquid turns into solid on cooling is called solidification. Fine. Then the second one is when liquid changes into gas. When liquid changes into gas on heating is called evaporation. When we give the heat to the liquid thing, right, then it will change into gas. Now this process is called evaporation. When liquid changes into gas on heating is called evaporation. And when gas changes into liquid on cooling is called condensation. When liquid turns into gas on heating is called evaporation. And when gas turns into liquid on cooling is called condensation. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वाटर हम लेते हैं, ठीक है. अगर हम वाटर को हीट देते हैं, राइट, व्हेन वी गिव द हीट टू द वाटर, देन द वाटर विल चेंज इनटू द वाटर वेपर. मीन्स liquid changes into the gas on heating. So this process is called what? This process is called evaporation. And when the gas will be cooled down, right, जो water vapor है, जब वो cool down होती है, then it will change into liquid, right? So this process is called condensation. When liquid turns into gas on heating is called evaporation. And when gas turns into liquid on cooling is called condensation. Understand? When solid turns into liquid, it's called melting. And when liquid turns into solid on cooling, it's called solidification. Fine. Then comes types of substances and the separation of substances. First of all, types of substances. Now students, there are two types of substances: insoluble substances and insoluble substances. First of all, what is soluble substances? So the substances that cannot completely dissolve in the water is called soluble substances, right? The soluble substances means what? जो substances completely water में dissolve होते हैं, right? जो substances completely water में dissolve हो जाते हैं उनको हम कहते हैं soluble substances. For example, salt and sugar. So the salt and sugar are completely dissolved in the water, right? That is why these both are called soluble substances. And what are the insoluble substances? So the substances that are not dissolved completely in a water is called insoluble substances. For example, sand and chalk. Now this both things cannot dissolve completely in a water. That is why they both are the examples of insoluble substances. Okay? So soluble substances means what? The substances that completely dissolves in the water. Okay? And there are the examples of it. Then comes the separation of substances. So how we can separate the substances of soluble substances? हम soluble substances को कैसे separate कर सकते हैं? How we can separate the soluble substances? So there is one process, it is called evaporation. We can separate the soluble substances by evaporation process. In this, what is evaporation process? When we give the heat to the liquid, right? कोई भी liquid को जब हम heat देते हैं, then the liquid turns into gas. Now this process is called evaporation. So इसी तरह से अगर हमें soluble substances को separate करना है, right? Then which process we will follow? We will follow the evaporation process. In that we will give the heat to the solution. जो solution है उसको हम heat देंगे, तो heat देने के बाद क्या होगा कि जो soluble substances है वो नीचे इकट्ठा हो जाएंगे और ऊपर से water ही रहेगा. इस तरह से evaporation process से we can separate the soluble substances. While in the insoluble substances we can separate it by the three processes. First one is filtration, second one is sedimentation, and the third one is decantation, right? So we can separate the soluble substances by evaporation, and we can separate the insoluble substances by filtration, sedimentation and decantation. Okay, so there are three main states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Solid turns into liquid is called melting, and when liquid turns into solid on cooling is called solidification. Then when liquid changes into gas on heating is called evaporation, and when gas turns into liquid on cooling is called condensation. Then after, there are two types of substances. First one is soluble, right? And what are that? So the substances that completely dissolves in a water is called soluble substances. Salt and sugar. And insoluble substances means what? The substances that do not completely dissolve in the water. It is called insoluble substances. And the examples are sand and chalk. Then comes the separation of substances. So we can separate the soluble substances by evaporation, and we can separate the insoluble substances by filtration, sedimentation and decantation. Okay. Now then after, there is a one activity that is called as observe. So in this, look at the picture and sort out the labeled thing into solid, liquid and gas. So here students, they given us one picture and three boxes, right? So they labeled the things into the boxes. So we have to divide them into their state of matter. Okay. So first one is water. In this picture, first one is water. So here you can see this. So water is a which state of matter? Yes, water is a liquid state of matter. So write down water in the liquid state of matter. Then comes mountains. So tell me students, mountains are the solid state of matter, right? So write down mountains in the solids. Then comes air inside the balloon. So the air inside the balloon is in the which state of matter? Yes, it is in the gas state of matter, right? So write down air inside the balloon. Inside the balloons, it is the gas state of matter, right? So students, here we completed our chapter, and your homework for the day is you have to complete all this remaining exercise in your textbook, and also write down the question answers in your fair notebook of EVS. Okay, now if you have any query regarding this chapter, right, so you can call me. Okay students, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.